Hello friends, today's lecture is on AutoCAD and its various commands. Now today's commands are MV setup command here, then units command, and then we discuss about some quadrant systems and their properties. So first we start with MV setup command. Now type on your keyboard MV setup, MV setup, then enter. Then the software asks you whether you want enable a paper space or not. Then you have to select N or type N on your keyboard and then enter. Then it asks you about the units type. Since we are working in metric system, therefore we have to select metric system units. So just click M on your keyboard and then enter. Now here at the bottom of the command toolbar, you can see it asks you about the scale factor. Now scale factor is that factor which describes your drawing scale, whether you want it in 1:1 scale, whether you want it to 2:1 or 3:1 and so on, or whether you want in reducing scale as 1:2, 1:3 and so on. So my scale factor is 1, so I use 1. Type on your keyboard 1, then enter. Again the system asks me about the paper width. Now for A4 size the paper width is 210, enter. Then again it asks me about your paper height. Then for A4 size it is 297, enter. Now your command is OK and it is applicable on your drawing sheet. Click escape to end the command, and you can select this and delete this. Okay, or you can select this and hide this also. Or you can just let it be like this here. So it defines your paper size here. Okay, now the second setup. Now in MV setup command, you see I defined 3 parameters in single command: scale factor, width, that is called limits, and third is your units. Okay, so in this command I defined 3 parameters. You can define your units whether you want to work in decimal system, metric system, architectural system, engineering system, scientific system, any system you want to work in it, you can define it here. Second is you define the units, you define your scale factor. Scale factor, whether you want to make the drawing 1:1 or you make the drawing 2:1, which is bigger one, and 1:2, which is smaller, that is half of the real scale. Okay, and the third factor is your limits. You define the limits that this is my paper size, I want to work in this limit only. So your drawing should be within these limits. Okay, and if you want to work in A0 or some other sheet, then you have to define the dimension of that sheet. But for me, I'm working on A4 size, so that is very easy to print because I don't have a plotter here. So to make sure you consider the A4 size sheet while making the drawings here. So this is the limits, a box, a rectangle which is shown here. It defines the limits that your drawing should not be more than this width or height. Okay, so this is your limits. Now moving on to the second command, that is called units. See, I can define units in the same command MV setup, but I can define the units in a different way also, or you can change the parameters or characteristics of units. So what I do, I just type on my keyboard capital U, capital N. Basically it's a shortcut for units, then enter. A new window is open here and you can see your parameter for length and angle, and there are the previews for the units and some scales units are also there. Okay, now what I do for length units, we always use decimal, scientific and fractional. For metric system, if you are working in millimeters for mechanical engineering students, but for civil engineering students, architectures, as well as other people which works in feet and inches. So you go for architectural and engineering characteristics of the length. Okay, then come to the precision. Precision is basically your accuracy or your accuracy of the dimension, basically what we say. So I choose 3 places after point. So I, while selecting this, I am working on or at micron level of the precision, because your CNCs are also working on at this precision, means 1 mm 1000 part of the 1 by 1000 part, means that is got 1 micron is 1 by 1000. Okay, so that means your thousandth part of the millimeter. So this much of precision is available here, or you can change it up to this much of value. It's up to you. So I'm working on millimeters, I'm working on CNCs, so this precision is enough for me. Then we have angle parameter here. Angle parameter have certain characteristics like decimal degrees. So you can change the type of these angle parameter, like you want to work in degree, gradients, radians, and so on. So for metric system we always use decimal. Okay, and this is the preview for the decimal system. If you change it to the fractional, then you can see it is 1 by 2, not 1.5. Here it is 1 by 8. Okay, so I again choose decimal here, and further you can see here the insertion scale. So by default it is millimeter, because we are working in a metric system. But if you want to work in feet, inches, so you can change it from here. There are number of units are there, so you can change it from as per your requirement. So I select the millimeters, then click OK. Your units are defined now. So you can define units with a unit command, or you can define the units with the MV setup command, in which 3 parameters of the drawings can be defined. First one is your units, then your limits, and then your scale. So you can define 3 parameters with the single command, and you can define units also in a different way also. So units uh, can be varied as per your requirement. If you are working in as a architecture or civil engineering, then you work in feet and inches. But if you are working as a mechanical engineer, you work in metric system where the dimensions are in millimeters. So make sure you select the units properly. Then come to the quadrant system of this software. Now by default software will move in always in anti-clockwise direction, means from 0 to 90, then 90 to 180, then 180 to 270, and then close it to 360 degree. Okay, so I just click here, you can write 0 comma 360. Okay, so this is the value of quadrant values. So your angle is always moving in anti-clockwise direction by default. If you want it to in clockwise direction, you have to define it in the options so that your angle moves in always clockwise direction. But by default software use angle direction always in the anti-clockwise or counterclockwise direction. Okay, now this one is your first quadrant, and this is your second quadrant, and this is your third quadrant, and this is your fourth. So there are 4 quadrants in which you can make the drawings. Okay, so first quadrant we always use first and third most of the cases. That's why we have always said that the drawing is in first angle projection or the drawing is in third angle projection. So we always use these 2 quadrants, not second and fourth. Okay, and your angle is always moving in anti-clockwise direction, 0, 90, 180, 270, and then 360. It is always kept in mind that angle is always moving in counterclockwise direction. So whenever you draw a line at a certain angle, make sure you are moving in anti-clockwise direction, as well as your angle is always measured from this horizontal line x-axis. It is always measured from the here that this angle is 90. Now suppose I make a line here, I just click on the line and make a line here. So the angle defined is always between this line and this line. Okay, see, it is 121 degree. So it is always from this side. Okay, and then it must be clear that all the angle is always starting from 0, and it is at certain place it is always measured from 0 also. If whether the line is made in the third quadrant whether the line is made in second or fourth quadrant. It is always measured in the anti-clockwise direction. Suppose if you draw a line from this point to this point, then angle is not measured from 0 in clockwise direction. It is always measured in anti-clockwise direction from 0. So the angle should be like this. This line, let me trim it. So this angle will be your 0, 90, 180, 270, 270 plus. Okay, so 270 plus, that means your angle, let me measure it how much it is. 270 plus 65. Okay, so this much amount of angle is required. So it is always measured from this line, and always the direction of angle should be anti. Make sure that you don't measure your angle from this line and moving in clockwise direction. Software will always move in anti-clockwise direction. So this is your quadrant system here, and in quadrant system I define the angles, the direction of angles and the quadrants. So thanks for watching. In the next lectures we discuss about the various commands such as line, how to draw it, how to make the line in at certain angle. So keep watching. Thanks for watching.